what your government pays for, it gets. When we understand that, then we look at government-financed institutions of education and see the kind of students and the kind of education that's being turned out by these government-financed schools. Logic will tell you that if what is being turned out in those schools was not in accord with what the state and the federal government wanted, then it would change it. The bottom line is that the government is getting what they have ordered. They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much.
To that portion of it, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, for things to being the way they are. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just a no-brainer that these particular outlets are controlled by one group of people.
One group of
pumping one message.
So it's I know I wrote that shit down. I said in 1986, all media outlets were. I mean, there was 50 media outlets, like owners of media outlets.
Right.
And into like 92, it was down to 9.
Right.
And now it's down to 5. And hoping to be 3. Obviously, Rupert Murdoch is one of them. AOL, Time Warner, and it's just supposed to be 3. It's supposed to be down to 3. People who control everything you see, read, hear, eat, smell, shit, fart, everything is going to be controlled by 3 people. 3 people sit down, have tea, and decide what you read, see, and hear, what you understand.
What you learn.
Something you need to learn. It's crazy.
Pretty much what you learn. 3 people decide.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to see. I know I wrote that one down here. Oh, here it is, yeah. 1983, Principal Global Media was owned by 50 corporations, most of them American. By 2002, it was down to just 9 corporations. Today it's 5, but Rupert Murdoch has projected it to be 3. You know, after he went and bought the Wall Street Journal and said that he wasn't going to change shit. After he bought the New York Times, the Daily News and the Post, and said that, you know, he wasn't going to change it. Everything was changed when he got up in there. So, concentration of power. And they keep giving money to the FCC so they allow them to become law. They keep making them alter the policy just like the Patriot Act, Constitution.
They keep switching them speeds as time goes on.
They keep leaning on them with the dough.
They keep switching up, and you know things change. You know what I mean? So,
yo, B, I seen this. I gotta send it to you too. The BBC on 9/11. It was 4:45. They were on the screen, bro. You see it just like this. 4:45. They were like, yo, we just got word that the Mirror Building, building number 7, the Solomon Brothers Building, that's what it's called, I'm sorry. Mirror Building was 95. The Solomon Brother Building, building number 7, has just collapsed also. This was at, you know, this is way after the towers had collapsed. It was 4:45, B. The building didn't collapse until 5:19. This is live, B. So then they put the lady on the TV. I gotta show it to you. They put I think I put it up on my site. They put the lady on the TV, and she's standing. They're shooting it back to New York, so she's standing there, and she's like, "Yes, we just got the word." And he's like, "What was in this building?" And she's like, "Yeah, as you can see in the background, you know, everything's gone. You see the smoke in the background. The buildings are gone. The building is still there and standing." While she is pointing, it says, "Yes, it's gone. You can see in the skyline behind me, it's gone." The building is still there. She didn't know what building it was. She just heard it collapse. So she said, "Yes, the building is still there." She stood there for like 15 more minutes. Now the building was going to collapse in 5 minutes, right? And she was going to be standing, and the building was going to fall as she was right there. Somebody was like, "Yo, cut," and got her off the air. V, I have it on tape, V. I have it on Yes, the building fell too. This was what is in the building, and they're telling you all about how the building fell. They didn't have no pictures of it, but they heard that it fell. So she's reporting that it fell. This guy said, "We just got word it fell. It came to the ground in, 6.5 seconds." He building, and the building was still standing in the background of the lady sitting there, the reporter. I was like, yo.
Wow.
It just doesn't get any better than that, baby. How are you saying the building collapsed and it's right behind you?
Wow.
Let me see. Yeah, 4:54. She said it actually collapsed at 5:21.
Wow.
How else did I
Wow.
study? Yo, this guy was like, never believe anything until it's officially denied. No, that's not possible. That's when you believe that shit. Weapons of mass destruction, we believe, we understand, blah blah blah. Don't believe that shit. When the government denies some shit, like Area 51, like it doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Right.
We didn't know UFOs out here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
When they deny shit, that's when you believe it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They even said in the Vietnam War they had 649 reporters in Vietnam. And on March 16th there was like the My Lai massacre where they just like started just killing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 600 in Saigon, out of 649 reporters, none of them even wrote one word about the massacre.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Like, that's why, like, anytime anybody tells me anything, any dudes, any chicks about anything, it could be anything pertaining to their own life. Like, let me just ask a few more questions to see what you're lying about.
Exactly. Let me see how suspect you are.
Yeah, because you probably don't make sense.
Exactly.
You know
Who'd you hear this from? Let me see how much research you did to come to this conclusion.
Exactly.
Or you getting this secondhand because your brother Jim at the barbershop had said that he had heard that Nick and them was hanging with Tyrone, and that's what he had said.
At Mariah Carey's wedding.
Mariah Carey's wedding. Nick Cannon. It's crazy,
man.
Dude.
That's crazy.
I cannot wait to put half this shit in rhymes for you. I cannot wait. What was it? Was it flight? What flight was it? The Trans 800. That's what it was. They said the FAA radar picked up a missile. 736 eyewitnesses said that it seemed to be 2 missiles flying towards the plane. Debris, like the extra agents and all the explosive residue was found on the plane. Mm-hmm. Flight data recorder is missing from the plane. I don't know how that happens. Jet fuel is involved. Yo, they were trying to say how jet fuel, the tank punctured and there was electrical thing and that's how it blew up. So the dude from NASA sat there and ran a test, B.
Right.
They said a spark had ignited the jet fuel. So the dude did an open garage door hanger. Put a bowl of jet fuel on the thing in a tin aluminum can, right? Mm-hmm. Took a match like this, B. A match. Put it this close, right on top of it, where the fumes and everything could just be coming up, and maybe at night the thing, put the fire inside the jet fuel, and it extinguished. Jet fuel is not volatile. You can't light jet fuel. They have made it so condensed and worked on it that for it not to explode, that you can't. So the dude went down, is like, this right there should just let you know that they're lying.
Wow.
Crazy.
People believe it.
You're so stupid, yo.
So stupid, yo.
I'm not even live with yourself.
You're so stupid. But that's why, I always say that, it's unfortunate what happened. People lost their lives and all that, and, you're not insensitive to that, but anything, when that happened, I was just like, B, you can't tell me people, like I said, you can't just tell me somebody just woke up, ooh, let's just go ahead and, let's just bomb buildings today.
Exactly.
It was elaborate, and then also people, I think most Americans don't realize, with all the taxes and all the money that you kick out every year, to being the most all-powerful, all-seeing nation in the entire, or one of the superpowers in the world. Mm-hmm. You can tell me with all that dough you kick up, they ain't know nothing? Or they knew even those warnings that they did get, they didn't do anything?
Right.
You have to be really simple. to believe
We're not
that.
saying you're stupid. We just say you just have to be very simple.
You really have to be simple just to kind of believe that it'll be like that.
They say in like years they're gonna have like this blacklist. That's anybody who like opposes official policy, and they have agents that just come and shuffle you away and put you in jail because that's what they building those jails for.
Mm-hmm.
How they don't build schools and they build like 10 jails to every school.
Wow.
When you don't, when you're not conforming, you're not modulated, we have to put you in jail. Thank you. So it's gonna be crazy. So. Crazy. Yo, they even said too with the London bombing, because that Visor Consultants, who the head of one of the board people is Rudolph Giuliani.
Right.
Rudolph Giuliani just happened to be at down at World Trade Center, and this dude Peter Power was working under him to help to clean up with FEMA and all that stuff.
Right.
They just happened to be in London at the foot of the thing when it was getting ready to go off, where all the 4 bombs went off in London. Peter Powell was there. He's part of Visor Consultants, and so is Rudolph Giuliani. The people who had 1,000 people at the same spot running tests on possible bombs being exploded in the subway system in Britain, which has 6,000 closed circuit cameras filming everything. So